I hope this video reaches the people who need it at this moment of time because I remember when I needed it, someone made a video so beautiful that it helped me a lot and kept me going. So the story starts when I was going through a very hard phase of my life where I was depressed, going through a lot of suffering, but then came a time when I started putting faith and God first over everything. It was so much of discipline that I put into myself to be so faithful to God that I didn't miss a day since then that I didn't pray. And it tremendously changed my life because people go to a lot of like they choose so many bad things over choosing God when they are suffering. And not to be judgmental, everybody has their own way when it comes to God and suffering and getting out of suffering and God restoring you. But there is one way, and I hope this video helps you to choose that beautiful way and that beautiful choice that I made and changed my life. Hi guys, this is me Sapna, and today we're going to be talking about how faith healed me and how it can also heal you and make you such a beautiful person and make you so content and fulfilled that even when you will be just sitting idly and with yourself, you will be so content without having any material possessions. So, our first topic is how I started seeing the miracles and when I started believing in uncertainty. So how you believe in uncertainty? So you surrender yourself fully to the present moment. And by that I mean surrendering your whole being to the present moment, where you are not thinking about the past, you are not thinking about the future, and you are seeing your thought as just clouds and as something you have control over rather than your mind having control over you. So, what I did was, I decided a time in the morning and I started hearing messages through friends, through my mother, and through people because God doesn't communicate you through like directly. It does happen for some people, but sometimes God really, because our intuition is locked up because of all the noise that's going inside our head. So when we have a lot of noise going inside our head, we really cannot hear the voice of our intuition or the voice of God. So we need our people, like our friends and our family, and we have to put our full faith in them. And you will be astonished of how much messages you start to hear from the people, and you start trusting them and start implying them and start doing it, and how it starts to change your life. So when I was going through depression and I was going through a very hard phase of my life where I didn't know who I was anymore, my confidence was broken and I was fully shattered. Like, I don't know who I was becoming because I never saw myself like that. I was a totally different person before that. But then it caught me, and I was like, then my mother told me, start praying every morning as soon as you wake up. So I started meditating for like 10 minutes because I stopped meditating when I was like really going through a hard period of time because it was so hard for me, and there was nobody who could tell me that these are just thoughts and you should really just see them as clouds or something like that. It was that easy. But I didn't have no one. My journey was slowly, I started exploring and getting to know about it. But in the beginning, I didn't know about anything. When I started having crazy suicidal intrusive thoughts. I was like, oh my god, what is happening with me? Because there was some resistance inside me that didn't want to do it. So I went to the doctor. I found a great doctor, and he also said, start praying. Just imagine a doctor saying, start praying every day, every morning, and in the evening. So in our culture, we usually pray 2 times a day, like in the morning and when sun sets. So I started it without having any, like, what can go wrong with this? Let me just start it. So I just started it immediately from the next day. And I tell you, with that, the courage I gathered, I cannot even tell you how much of courage I started having and how much I started going forward. Like, I was still suffering. It was not like it literally vanished in a day. I was still suffering, but it started opening ways for me, portals for me. I was like, oh my god, like there is so much help. People started entering my life, and my faith started becoming stronger, 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 and more stronger every day. And today, after all that while, I can say that God is very much real. And when you put your faith in God, your life changes. It becomes so beautiful. Things starts happening for you, and you become so content and fulfilled because, hey, you don't need outer uh, validation anymore. You don't need attention from anyone anymore. It's just you and God. That's it. And there is this inner knowing and certainty that life will be great and everything will be great, and you will start to see help. You will start to get help from everywhere. You will start to see like some everything is aligning whenever you go through something. Like whenever the day I was suffering a lot, like I was going through a very hard period of time, I saw a sign, something like happening, like something getting to me, and I was like, it changed my life. Like every day it was something or the other thing that made a difference. Your healing is not going to be linear. It's not going to be straight line. It's always going to be linear. So just never think that you can have a straight line healing. It's all going to be good, 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 good. You will have bad days, and those are the days when you have to keep your faith at the highest. Like, even if you cannot see anything, even if you cannot feel anything, just know, just have faith, because that's your test. That's the one time you will start to see that yes, there is someone who's trying to pick you up. And if God has given you the suffering, He's the one who's going to restore you, because we as a human being are so limited that we cannot see other than, like, there's gonna be something bad, why God is doing this to me, but we cannot see the bigger picture. We cannot see, yes, sometimes it's like, this is not right. This is, whatever God did is not right for me, and I don't feel like it is the right thing He did, and what could be the possibility. But just trust me, I have been through such traumatic events that was not fair to me. But I know that was the best decision God took for me. And trust me when I say that I couldn't see that I was suffering, but God did. So He made sure that I get out of that suffering, was also the biggest blessing, because I couldn't see it. He saw it. So He loved me. And when I think about it, that there is someone who loves me way more than anybody could love me ever in my life, and who's there, who knows that I deserve so much better, that who won't let me settle, I know that I am protected. And whatever He is going to do, even the worst will be the best for me. And that's what faith looks like. And that's what surrendering looks like. Even in the hardest period of time, you are putting your faith into someone who is going to make your life so beautiful you won't be even be able to recognize, like, is this my life? Because trust me, I haven't feel the happiest even if I have gotten a lot of success in my life and a lot of uh, like I always had a great life, and it was never like I never had, so I was always grateful. But the point is, nothing, when I say nothing in this world, materialistic or anything, has made me happier than the healing itself and the God itself. Because I remember sitting idly and being so fulfilled from inside that I know that I will be protected, I will be taken care of. And whenever I was going through any kind of suffering, He was always there, always and always there. He always made sure that I am reaching the best version of myself. So, whatever I am today, I really give all the credit to God and God Himself and nobody else. Because I don't remember when I started having faith this strong and life this beautiful, that, and trust me, my life doesn't include a lot of wealth or something like that, and I have gained a lot of things, nothing like that. It's just inner fulfillment I have for myself and the inner peace. And I tell you, when I experience that peace in all my life for the first time, what a peace, like peaceful heart, peaceful body, peaceful nervous system feels like, I was like, what is this? Like, what is happening with me? Because I was so content with everything. I was so happy with each and everything in my life that I was like, it was not like extreme happiness, it was just peace with everything, with everyone, and a beautiful life that was waiting for me. And I feel really grateful that whatever happened for my highest good. And I don't want anything to be different than that. Like, I seriously don't want God to change anything that's like, because I know if those things didn't happen, I won't be here. I won't be here today talking and helping people with my own journey for years and years. I tell you, I always wanted to make content. I was a kid, I always wanted to do it, but I was so scared to do it. I was like, I don't think so I can do it. What will people say? I had so many limiting beliefs, but it all got broken when I started healing. I was like, I am the one who's judging myself, nobody else. It's just me. And God made me see everything. And even if I was suffering, even if I was going through a lot of things, I just knew. I just want God to be close to me, God to be there, His presence I feel. And even when I didn't feel His presence, I knew He is there because He made sure to do something that only He can do. And trust me, when you put your faith in God and you are suffering so much, trust me, you will start to see the changes and the like you will start to see the changes immediately from inside. Because as it says, as everybody says, and I have seen like spiritual teachers speaking about it, that when we pray, it's like we are praying to ourselves, because God resides deep inside us. He resides inside us and in every human being. And you will start seeing that these are all just limiting beliefs, and life is way, way bigger than a, a profession, a job. And we should like really just be, to achieve everything in our life. And if we are at that level in our life, we will be vibrating on a beautiful level. Trust me, when God blesses you, and it's a saying, when God purifies you, He really, really is giving you the biggest blessing, because materialistic wealth is not the biggest blessing. Because right now, people are so limited, they think that if God is blessing us with money and a lot of success, He's happy with us. But trust me, when God blesses you and purifies you and gives you so much more kindness, love, and healing, it's worthless. Oh, it's priceless. I'm so sorry. It's priceless. It it doesn't have any kind of price, and it doesn't have any kind of uh, it it doesn't require any kind of like money on it, and it doesn't require any materialism, and it's just God in you. And the happiness you feel is genuine. You become a beautiful, authentic version of yourself. You just no more fear anything. Your anxiety vanishes, your depression vanishes, and the day God chooses to restore you, He will start giving you whatever you desired in between. And then, once you heal fully and you are ready for your biggest blessing, He will land it in your hand. And you will know that He has done it. So rather than choosing any wrong side, for once, choose God, His love. And trust me, He will not disappoint you. He never disappointed anybody, and He will not disappoint you. So, how you can get God is also the biggest question. It's when you be in the present moment and fully surrender to the present moment, that you don't know what's going to happen in the next 1 minute, and it's okay. Trust me, when I started doing it, it changed my life, because we think we can control everything, but there is someone bigger than us who's controlling everything. And just know, when He is in charge, He makes lives much, much beautiful. When you put the trust in Him, when you surrender to Him, when you pour the love in Him, He is the most loving, caring being for you that you won't get in human form. And trust me, when you start loving God, you will start loving everyone. And when we start to love everyone, we become our best self. I hope this video resonates with you and made you feel great. Have a beautiful evening.